So this is a surprise. I was in the middle of making a video and they just dropped Vegeta and Trunks EZA and in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at. I don't like. Was I expecting this? We knew it was coming, but I didn't think it'd be today. What is today? Today's Thursday. Okay. Well, might as well go through these. We got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Let's take a look, shall we? Giant Power Shadow Saga. Cool, okay. Key plus 4, 300% attack and defense. We have attack effective against all types. We get 40% damage reduction. For one turn, he's got an extra 40%, so 80% damage reduction. Every attack received or evaded, get crit chance up to 100%. Wow. Okay. As the second or third attacker in the turn, 200% attack and defense? And then additional super? What the hell? Okay. That's a pretty good ability, huh? So is that 550% attack and defense in slot 2 or 3? What the hell? He's cracked. Alright. When receiving a super attack, great chance to nullify and counter for 10 turns, and then a high chance starting from the 11th turn. So no guaranteed counters, because, you know, I guess that's just too strong. Got the Big Bang Kamehameha, massively raise attack and greatly raise defense of 4 turns and immense damage to enemy. Nice. So I would have loved, ceiling, stunning, lowers attack and defense, but they didn't do that, and he does look kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Wow. He already had the greatly raised attack and defense. They made that massive. Just for comparison, what we can do, let's look at GT Heroes. Let's just go to the GT Heroes because he's gonna be. Here he is. So they just completely changed him. Yeah, so they went from 200% attack and defense to 300%, and they added in this second or third attacker. So if he gets locked, that does mean he could be susceptible to locking in slot 1. But just in case, he has that counter. And he also has the damage reduction, so if he gets locked in slot 1 on turn 1, or on his first turn, he might be good if the normals don't hit him too hard, and then next turn he can go in slot 2, and then he will have this up, additional super as well. Like AoEs could be a problem for him. That's the only thing. Like he has nothing to really counter like before attacking. He doesn't have like extra damage reduction before attacking. He doesn't have like receiving defense as an attack. Like Tech Kefla. He doesn't have that. So locking could be a huge issue for him, as like that's one of his weaknesses. But if it's a super he's getting hit with, a great chance and a high chance from the 11th turn. Does this look good to you though? I don't know. This guy might be good. He might be good. Wow. Yeah. The leader skill doesn't really matter at all because we're in 220% meta. It doesn't matter. But like, they've been holding this guy for so long, and now he's back, right? He's back in business. Vegeta and Trunks. This is the big one. Here we go. Extreme Z Awakening. Let's see. Yeah, we don't really care about the leader skill. Just extra 1 key, nice, whatever. What we can do, we can pull up Vegeta and Trunks. They're on Battle of Fate, so here they are. These guys, they've been lying in wait as well. Well, not really, because we've just been expecting, because this is a Future Saga, kind of. Here we go. There we go. There we go. I knew it. I knew that. I wanted them to change that. So before, this was bond of parent and child ally in the same turn, but now they made it bond of parent and child ally on the team, which is significantly better. Funny story, just a little bit of an anecdote. I remember I was doing Red Zone Broly. I didn't get the intro until the last phase because I was running, I think it was like a Future Saga team or something, or some kind of team where we had like only a few bond of parent and child allies. So I didn't get the intro until the final phase. It was like turn 7. So that will never happen again. But let's go. Key plus 7, defense 100% for 5 turns. That's so they gave them 7 key, and then this defense they upped it to 100% from 70%. 10% damage reduction and rainbow orb changes for 3 turns. Okay. Nice. So the basic effects: key plus 2, defense, attack and defense 200%. Guards all attacks, 20% damage reduction, additional with a great chance of being a super. So that is a lot better. It is a lot better. Gave them the permanent guard, key plus 2, attack and defense plus 200%, and then the great chance, the medium chance. When attacking with 18 or more key, they get an additional super. When activating active skill or 24 key, bond of parent and child category allies, defense plus 30%. That is very strong. I didn't. Did they have that before? Stupid thing. No, they didn't have that before. For every attack received or evaded, key plus 2 up to 10, attack plus 20 up to 100%, defense plus 50 up to 150%, then crit chance up to 50%. So they increased that, they doubled this, and then they also doubled this. Although this is yeah, so they need to take 5 hits for the attack and then 3 hits for the defense, or they could just dodge it. Doesn't matter. As the first attacker of the turn, attack and defense was 200%, and then 30% damage reduction, and then yeah, a lot better than before. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at the super attack effects. What is this? Greater attack and defense, colossal damage, and then the 18 key, raise attack and defense, mega colossal damage, and then it raises allies attack and defense by 5% in battle. So they're going to be a festival option. So if you're looking for a team, if you're looking for a unit, like there's no locking or anything, there's no ceiling, no stunning, nothing can really stop you from like attacking in the festival, right? So of course they do stack slowly, which is a problem though. Yeah, so that could be an issue. But if you're still struggling with the festival, maybe try Vegeta Trunks. You get that 18 key, and then it also says raises allies attacking defense by 5% in battle. So like you pair them with like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? You getting that is that 20%. Well, not 20%. I forgot. He raises by 44%. And then also these guys with the extra 5%. So that it's looking like a really good easy A to me. I would have loved if they made this greatly raise attack and defense, but they already know that, you know, they've got that active skill in the back pocket. They don't want it to do too much damage because it already does guaranteed crits for the turn, right? Plus it gives 20% defense. So 50% defense for all allies that if they're bond of parent and child, I think. Yeah, that is. This isn't even just. This is just 24 key. That is crazy. That's insane. These are some insane easy A's. Vegeta and Trunks, they also don't have the 200% attack and defense or 200% defense like Tech Kefla, but like they have so much stats. I don't think it would matter. I think they're gonna be good against AOE's. This guy also with 500% 500% attack and defense, I think he's gonna be good. But like locking could screw this guy over, and the same with them because they don't have to be in like. I mean, this is like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku situation. Like we take a look at this, right? Um, Scroll down. So let's look at this guy, right? As the first attacker in the turn, defense plus 70% and extra damage reduction, and he has a 20% here. So he has low amount of damage reduction here, but Vegeta and Trunks 10% for 3 turns. They got the 30 right here. Then they got 20. So 10, 30, 60% damage reduction plus the guard. So they're kind of like Grade 8 Vegeta, but like a super upgraded version. Where that's a better comparison actually. So if we go to Pure Saiyans, where is he? This guy. So this guy, as the first attacker in the turn, he gets damage reduction of 40% and then defense of 60. He already guards, so he already has that. And then he has 20% damage reduction here. So it's like he wants to be in slot 1. He wants to be in slot 1. The same with these guys, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue if they aren't in slot 1. At least not now, because they're building them for these short fights, right? They made this 3 turns, because Goku blackens Zamasu. That's the fight everyone's looking at. These fights, they don't really go past like turn 6, like 7. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. And dude, speaking of fights that don't really go past turn 6 or 7, I mentioned this before, but it really bugs me how so this unit here, they are good for the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, but like some of these short fights you don't even see KO, so if this was a bit easier, like turn 4, it's just worse, right? It's just worse than everyone else. So it really does bug me with that. But that's fine. That's a completely different point. That's pretty much what I wanted to see. We got some nice easy A's. Very surprising because I was in the middle of making a video where I've been let's just say I've been away for a while because life has come up, things have been popping up, and so we haven't really been making videos. But I do have a video coming. It's on GT bosses, so stay tuned for GT bosses. But these guys and him, they do look very strong. They're gonna be very strong ECAs. But tell me what you think. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.